Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to create a meal plan for peri and postmenopause to get rid of that stubborn belly fat. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys today 3 game changer, plus stay tuned for the end because I have a 4th tip for you guys to help you lose fat fast. We're going to break down the science. I'm going to share with you how to get sustainable results, and it's not about the extremes anymore. So we're going to go right into it. But before we do, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Ayler Fitness. I have my 4-year degree in kinesiology, CSCS. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant and a GAPS practitioner. And I help women over 40 build muscle, lose fat, restore their gut, hormones, thyroid, and get sustainable results all while eating more food. So we're going to go right into it. So first off, when we hit perimenopause or even postmenopause, one thing that we realize is that what used to work for us no longer works. And here's why. When we hit menopause, we have a decrease in our estrogen levels, which lowers our insulin sensitivity, making us more prone to storing that belly fat. So what happens is we have these changes in our hormones, and these imbalances actually increase our hunger signals and our cravings, okay? And then on top of that, during this time, we're moving less. We're also losing muscle during perimenopause at a rate of 40 to 50% faster. So we're moving less, we're losing muscle, we're not fueling our body right because we're trying all these extremes, keto, cutting out carbs, cutting our calories low. And what happens is we end up losing muscle, we end up having a change in our body composition to more of that pear shape, storing that belly fat, and then we feel like we're training so hard and not seeing those results. And if you've been there, if this is you right now, I want you to drop below a little heart or, let me know, hey, I want more videos on peri and postmenopause because literally this is my specialty. I have helped over 900 women. I would say a good 80% of them are in this position of that peri and postmenopause. And we got to work smarter versus harder during this time. So I kind of want to share with you guys my top tools and tips to help you lose fat sustainably. And we are going to be breaking down the science behind it. But before we go into those tips, make sure you are subscribed because every single day I go live here covering different topics on thyroid, gut, hormones. And if you are new to following me, my little journey, I'm going to make it short and simple. I'm 31 right now. When I was age 13, I was over 180 pounds on severe antidepressants. I ended up developing an eating disorder. Then I've done keto, carnivore, vegan, raw vegan, fruitarian. I ended up going postmenopausal in my 20s. My thyroid got all messed up due to my hormones. I spent 8 years building my physique to where it is now before I dropped in 9 months, 50 pounds and did it in a way that's sustainable. And then you throw all that there. I ended up getting 15 types of parasites, H. pylori, SIBO. I almost broke my back. Like there's so much, guys. Nothing in life is linear, but the way that I work with my clients is we don't look at calories in versus calories out. It don't work anymore. So here are my top 3 tips, plus stay tuned to the end for a bonus tip on how to transform your body during peri and postmenopause and create that meal plan to help you get there. So my first tip that I want to share with you guys is we are going to get rid of those 6 meals a day. Okay. When it comes down to it, when we eat food, we have carbs, fat, and protein. Carbohydrates spike our insulin levels the most. This is our fat storage hormone. If we're eating 6 meals a day, we're not allowing our insulin levels to go back down and have the sister hormone, our fat burner, to turn on. So I like to optimize at least a good 3 to 4 hours between meals and maybe focus on 3 to 4 meals versus doing 6 a day so that we allow our insulin levels to go back down. Also, for my gut people out there that feel like they get cravings, bloating, and they just constantly feel run by food, having this break between our meals, it allows for something called our migrating motor complex, our MMC pathway. This is the street sweeper. It clears out that bad bacteria in the gut. And this has been game changer for me for just getting rid, keeping my SIBO, everything away, optimizing my digestion, also staying lean year round. Because guys, I eat over 2,600 calories a day. I'm not doing extreme cardio. My hormones were so jacked up. Like in my 20s, I went postmenopausal and I never did birth control, anything. I got everything back naturally. But I learned the hard way that it's not about going to extremes, and that these keto, carnivore, low carb, all of these things, they actually increase our cortisol levels, which is our fat storage hormone, and chronic high cortisol levels really, really does not optimize losing fat during peri and post-menopause. So if you are liking these tips, make sure you are subscribed. I got my second tip coming at you, and I'm so excited. I love this topic, by the way. This is like the gut, hormones, and thyroid is my jam. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is carbohydrates. And if you would like me to do a whole video on the effects of low carb diets, keto diets, how to find the right amount of carbohydrates, comment down and let me go. Say, hey, I want carbs, and I will do one of those for you. But a simple version of it is when we are in peri and postmenopause. As I mentioned, carbohydrates spike that insulin level. And when we have these shifts in our estrogen levels, and we have these shifts in all of our insulin sensitivity, we have to look at our food a different way. We can't just do that basic bodybuilder diet, having our rice and our potatoes all the time. But we don't want to cut our carbohydrates down so much to where it affects, number one, our energy, because we need energy. Carbohydrates are a fast source of energy so that you guys are able to fuel your workouts, push yourself, and build that lean muscle mass. Also, they help promote recovery. And we want to make sure, though, that we're getting not too much, but not too little, to where that you guys are able to have energy throughout the day. A few little fun facts about carbohydrates is that in postmenopausal women, we have all these hormone changes that I'm talking about, okay? Including that decrease in our estrogen levels, as well as our progesterone levels. And we need an adequate carbohydrate intake to help manage our blood sugar levels, guys, which in turn is gonna have such a good impact on your hormone balance. When we go to these crazy low carb diets, I've done it, guys, and you may feel good in the beginning, but it may lead, and for me it did, for a lot of clients that come to me, I see the same exact thing. They leads to increased cortisol levels, which is our stress hormone, which can negatively impact our hormone balance, our thyroid, our anxiety. You may feel like you're retaining water. And also carbs, they play a huge role in our metabolism, guys. So while going low may initially, you may feel like you're losing a lot of weight. Carbohydrates, every 1 gram, your body holds on to 3 to 6 grams of water. That's why. Long term, we have to look at finding the balance. So my second tip for you is when you are creating that meal plan, don't think you need to go crazy keto, but we don't want to go crazy high in carbohydrates. I work with my clients and I customize all of their macros to their metabolism. It's not about calories. It's not about, putting it in a calorie calculator, because the truth is those calorie calculators, they don't take into effect, everything, our stress, our hormones, the amount of lean muscle mass, our past diet history. That's why all of this stuff needs to be customized to you. And if you do need help, I am so excited because I am officially about to be starting my next 90-day transformation challenge. And I help women not only get sustainable results with fat loss, we do it in a way to where I teach them everything. I teach them, how to eat with intermittent fasting. We talk about hormones. We talk about post-workout nutrition. I give them all the tools so that they know how to build muscle, how to eat out when traveling. Everything that used to be a struggle is no longer. And a big focus too is we focus on transforming our mind, because I truly believe that one huge thing that really keeps us from reaching our goals, especially in peri and postmenopause is we are so stuck on where we used to be. We have probably undergone some trauma. Sometimes we deal with a lot of, I see this all the time, we don't have that confidence, that self-love. And we really need to focus on shifting our mindset, having this, I call it our U 2.0, and really stepping into it. So if you are ready to transform your body, you've tried every diet out there and you just want to learn and you're over yo-yo dieting, send me over that DM ready on Instagram or head to the show notes below. Let's set up a call to see if we're that perfect fit. I only got a few spots left, so head down below, and I am so excited to talk to you guys and help you reach your goals. We're going in it. I got another tip and a bonus one. And my next one is we really need to switch our focus from eating for fat loss to eating for our gut and our hormones. And I'm going to explain to you a little bit what I mean by that. When we focus on eating just for fat loss, a lot of the times we're not looking at nutrition. We're grabbing bars, shakes. Our diet looks very white and we're eating the same thing at every meal. You may feel bloated. You may feel like you're storing fat. Your energy is not there. Your cravings are up. As we get older and just in life, if we were a C-section, go check out my whole live. I did a 4-part series on how to know if you have leaky gut, the side effects of it, all of it. Gut health is huge. That is where you're absorbing, assimilating your nutrients. You're not what you eat, you're what you absorb. And I have people come to me, the weight may not change too much, but their body composition, as you see in what I just put up for some of my client wins, is completely different. We end up fueling our body, restoring our gut health, and in return, we restore our thyroid, our energy, our stress goes down, cravings go away, and our body transforms. So I call my approach a gut-focused fat loss, because I teach my clients, when it comes down to it, how to make eating healthy so delicious, so simple. And we do it in a way that we're able to get a diversity in our diet so that we're able to replenish all of our mineral reserves, get rid of cravings, make the nutrition part freaking simple. Because when I was on my fat loss journey and when I was dealing with all my gut and my thyroid issues, my diet got so limited. I felt worse. My hormones got more jacked up. When I did keto and carnivore, all of that made my thyroid worse, and that runs our metabolism. So we really have to focus on, and it's not as simple as add in a probiotic or do a kombucha. Because if we have underlying digestive issues or SIBO or H. pylori and stuff, sometimes these can make it worse. So when I say focusing on more gut focus, we want to focus on healing the gut lining and then fueling our body with a diversity of foods. Don't eat the same meal every day. Look at your food in terms of eating towards the rainbow and getting that good diversity, like I said in. If you are loving all of these tips, make sure you are subscribed. And I saved the best one for last. And if you were excited about it, whatever, we going right into it. So my last one is, I'm gonna throw it out there, guys. We got to focus on shifting our mind. Like I mentioned, I work with a lot of women. We have these crazy busy lifestyles. We're go, go, go. We're always doing stuff for other individuals and we never do anything for us. So we need to start focusing, you know what? Self-love, creating a you day. This is something huge. Time blocking, productivity, so that you're able to have more time in your life. We're able to create that self-love. And when we believe in ourselves and we we believe in the program and believe in what you're doing, that's when you're going to get the most results. I have so many people come to me and they're going from one diet to the next, giving nothing time. They don't trust it. They're questioning it all the time. This just creates more stress, which increases our cortisol and further throws off our hormones. So when it comes down to it, we don't want to do extremes when we are in peri and postmenopause. And it's not about overdoing intermittent fasting and throwing off our hormones or cutting out all of our carbohydrates, because initially you may feel good, but as your body becomes depleted and as your body's metabolism adapts to it, it doesn't get you those sustainable results, and it's not going to get you the change in the body composition. We have to start focusing with our diet, supporting our lean muscle mass, optimizing our gut, thyroid, and our hormones, and finding the good balance between. And like I said, if you need help with this, send me over that DM ready on Instagram. I got a few spots left for my upcoming 90-day transformation challenge. And I would love to help you not just get sustainable results, but I want to teach you everything so that you don't need me 12 weeks from now. I love you guys. Make sure you got all those notifications on. Go check out my playlist. I have a whole live playlist on all of my daily lives that I've been doing for the last 48 days. I can't believe it, by the way. This was my goal, is to go live with you every day covering different topics. And I will see you tomorrow. I got a brand new YouTube that I'm about to start editing after I do some clients. You're going to love it. I love you guys. Comment below. Let me know what topics you would like me to cover more of. And if you need help, send me over that DM. Much love, guys. Bye.